Good morning and welcome to another Pokemon Go adventure. So this morning I just spent the last hour or so just going through and just clearing out some of the Pokemon that are a little bit lower in IVs. So like I said, this is my strategy. I'm trying to focus on the 90+% IV Pokemon on this account. As I've just gone around today, I've hatched a couple of eggs, so there's a few in there that I haven't checked the IVs on. On the secondary account I did get an Abra, so I'm hoping that that one comes through at a really high IV. On here as well, we're going to go around. I'm going to drop a couple lures just where we are at the moment, because I've had a little bit of luck today with lures. It's been spawning some good Pokemon. I'm out at Lilydale Lake again, but I really want to go around and take back my gyms. I've been kicked out of every single gym that I have. Now with the new update, I've spoken about this before, the amount of damage you do has been increased, but the amount of prestige you get for training has been decreased. So players have been going out. All these level 10 gyms have all been stripped down. Now they're all like 2s and 3s and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go around. I'm going to hit as many gyms as I possibly can. Hopefully get it to a good point where I can actually cash in. And I guess that's the way that we're going to have to do it now, is just go around, try to bank up as many as you can, collect it, and then they'll get cleaned out, and then you just got to keep doing that, try to hit it each day to get a few gyms behind you. What else has been going on? Let's just check in with the eggs as well. Alright, so we've got, what, 7 5Ks, and I've just picked up 2 2Ks as well. So we'll get these incubating. In the last episode as well, I picked up that Charizard, which I am excited about. The evolution, I am going to do the evolution video tonight. As you can see there, like with the Weedles and the Cocooners, they're sitting at 98. The Pidgeots, they're all running on 90s. Rattatas are running on 90s. The Fearos are sitting on 80s. Ekings are sitting on 80s, and the Abras are sitting on, the Arbarks are sitting on 80s as well. Now we did go out and we found a place that spawns Pikachus, so I did pick up a couple more there the other night. So I've got enough for another Raichu. So during that video as well, I want to evolve this 86% Pikachu into a Raichu to get my second Raichu there. The Nidorans are going well. There's a 95% Nidoran here, which will go to Nidorina and then Nidoqueen. And I've also got a 95% Nidorino, which will go to Nidorine. The Clefairies that I had were sitting on 80%, so I picked up 2 Clefairies at 90%, so both of those are going to get evolved during that evolution video as well. The Gloom will be going to Vileplume, so I've got my 100 candies there, ready for that to go. Venomoth, which is nothing special. I've picked up a few Psyducks around Lilydale Lake at the moment, so I'm looking, hopefully these other ones have got some good IVs, because I'd like to do more than just one evolution on that. The Mankey that I picked up at 86% will be going through to the Primate, because the only other one I've got is the one that I caught in the wild, and it's sitting on 46%. I've got 2 backup Growlers there, which aren't, I mean, they're sitting on the 80s, but with the 2 Growlers that are the Arcanines that I've got, I need candies. That is the biggest thing. I want to power them up, but I need candies. I'll go through and I'll show you my Pokedex in a second as well, but we currently got Machoke going. 3 more candies until we get that Machamp. 3 more. So hopefully we can either just find a Machop out in the wild and just lock it up so we can get that going tonight as well. Geodudes are all sitting on 90s, Graveler 90 and Golem 97. Hopefully that second Slowpoke there's got some good IVs. Magnemites, they're all running around the 80s. Doduos 80s. I'm going to put this seal up because I got all these candies, and even though I've got the Dewgong at 100%, it's not strong, so I may as well just evolve him up anyway, just for a little bit of XP. These 3 95% Ghastlies will all be going to the Genghis as well. Let's just see what's just spawned in. Oh, someone's dropped one down. Who was that? Salvador. Salvador had one going at the over at the place I was before. So I was gonna set up camp there, but then I decided no, I'll move on and see if we can. I was going to drop some lures down here, but it looks like I don't even know where Salvador is. Can't see anyone down here. Yeah, so I'll put one on this other one in a second, not now, after I finish going through all my stuff. I've got a few things I need to talk about, but it's good that he's dropped that down as well. We'll just pick up these Pokestops here as well. I'll finish off on the Pokemon, and then, because there's a few things that I do want to discuss. What are we up to? Oh yeah, the Garthleys. So the 3 Garthleys are all going in Gengars there. Onyx are looking good. I've got a 93% Drowsy that'll be going through to a Hypno. All of my Kinglers were quite bad IV. So these, what do we got? 4 Krabbies are all going up to Kinglers. The Voltorb will go through to Electrode. I've got 2 more Executes, but yeah, I'm not going to evolve them until I get a few more, because I'm going to save those candies to power up, especially this 93%. He's got a long way to go, and he'll be my highest IV Executor. Chances, I don't know why I'm keeping them, but I'll keep them. And what do we got? I really need a good Goldeen, or even a Horsey, because I haven't. The Horsies I'll probably push through, but I don't have any 90%. Same with the Goldeens, haven't got any 90% to push through to Seeking. Staryu, I've got a 93% Staryu there, which will be going through to a Starmie. Scyther's looking good. Jinxes, picked up a 91% Jinx around the old house that we were living at. Electrobuzzers are good. Magmas, they're sitting on 80s. Yeah, I've got one Pinsir sitting at 91%, but again, it's not very strong. Let's have a look at our Magikarp candies. So we're still, what, 47 candies away from actually getting another Gyarados. I've already got 2 there. As you can see, one's 53, and you're probably going, why did you evolve 53? When I evolved that one, it was before I knew about IVs, so I made a bad choice. With the EVs, the ones that I've checked, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 I know that are sitting on 80. They're all going to go up to, well, they're all going to get evolved. Sorry, 5, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the highest of which is an 89%, and then 86 below that. Oh, you got Krabby. And I think I've got like 250 EV candies, which I'll go through and I'll push all those up, because I want to use the EV evolutions and the executors to put in the gyms. But now I'm finding that the gyms that are staying around longer have I had about 8 gyms that were all strong gyms. Then they got knocked down. The only ones with the new update, the only ones that really stood for a little while after that were the ones where it was literally Dragonite, Snorlax, Dragonite. Like, it was just filled with Dragonites, and I managed to get one of my Pokemon in there as well. Mine was the only executor that was in there, because I'm not a big fan of putting like really strong Pokemon into gyms, because you need them to power up and to battle with and stuff like that. So I put my medium strength Pokemon in the gyms. But now, I guess to try to hold on to these gyms a little bit longer, it might be something that we have to do. So I'm still trying to work out if it's worth putting the strong ones in and trying to hold on to those gyms, or if you just cut your losses, put your medium ones in, expect that they're going to get taken down, and just hit them regularly to try to get that, to cash them in, to get the coin and to get the Stardust as well, because you really need that Stardust. When you catch a Pokemon, you get 100 Stardust. So you've got to catch 10 Pokemon to get 1,000. If you have 2 gyms and cash it in, there's 1,000 right there. So it's beneficial to have these gyms. So that's another thing that I'll have to try to work on a bit and decide exactly how I'm going to do that. But we'll get this Eevee in the bag, and we'll finish off with the Pokemon, and there's a few more things that I do need to discuss. Come on, Eevee. Oh, when we went to Hawthorne as well, I literally like cleaned out all my Pokeballs, all my revives with all these gyms. Like, well, not all of them. There's a few. There we go. Getting another one straight on top of it. Oh, maybe that was the same one. So if we have a look, I did have to go through and buy some more because I cleaned out all my Great Balls, all my Ultra Balls. So I'm trying to stock back up again, which leads me to this new update that they did where Pokemon don't spawn if you are traveling over 35 kilometers per hour. You can also not pick up any Pokestops if you're traveling faster than 35 kilometers per hour. However, your incenses will still work. So what I used to do is when I'd have it running when I was driving around. Whenever I went past the Pokestop, I'd pick up the Pokestop. But now you can't do that unless you are literally driving 35 kilometers an hour or slower. So I'm chewing through a lot more of my items because I don't necessarily, like, I have my times where I go out and I'm just playing Pokemon, but I'm not picking up enough Pokemon. Like, when I play Pokemon, I like to go out, track down the Pokemon, catch the Pokemon. I'm not necessarily going to where the Pokestops are. Anyway, that's my little vent on that. Niantic, change it. Nobody likes it. So at Eevees, yes, there's a whole heap of Eevees there. We'll just check in with the candies. 275. So we've got more than enough to go through and do the evolutions on that. What else we got? Oh, so the two Aerodactyls that we got, the second one on the last video, one at 95%. The two Snorlaxes as well at 93% and 86%. So I've been powering up the 93%, but again, I have run out of candies. So I need more Snorlaxes. I don't know where you are, Snorlaxes, but please hatch for me. I did just pick up a Dratini as well, so hopefully that's got some good IVs. Sitting at 47 candies, so I do have a long way to go before we actually get the Dragonite. Now, let's take you through the Pokedex. Caught 140, seen 142, so it is pretty shockers. The ones that I'm missing that I can currently get in Australia outside of trading, Machamp and that Dragonite. I know that Dragonite will be the last one that I get. And when I talk to people who are playing Pokemon, they're still like, oh, you haven't got a Dragonite yet? You haven't got a Dragonite yet? No, I don't have a Dragonite yet. I've told you before in the videos why I don't have a Dragonite yet. Yes, I made a mistake. I didn't come to Lilydale Lake when they were spawning everywhere. I can't find any spawners because Pokemaps has been shut down and they've been shutting down all the other Pokemon finders. So I got to do it the hard way. And it'll be a case of, I did just pick up one just before, but outside of that, as soon as I get my last 3 Machamp candies, that is the next buddy that will be going in there. So it's looking pretty good. 2 to go, and hopefully I can get 1 by the end of the day. Alright, let's drop some lures. Let's drop some incenses. Eevees are going off again. And let's see if we can get some luck. Let's see if we can get some Dratinis out of this location. So we'll just get this Eevee in the bag. And then we'll get it all set up. Come on, Eevee. Or you can just run away on me. That's also something else you can do. Alright, we're just kicking it off now at the moment. First one that comes in, another Eevee. I'll be happy with Eevees. If it just spawns Eevees all day, I'll be happy with that. There we go. Alright. I've also got the second account going as well. What do we got? Venonat. Some of you will still notice that when the Pokemon are spawning as well, they are spawning in large clusters. When we went out the other night, we came across some massive groups. It was like you'd be driving along the road and then one would go off and then your phone would just go nuts. We came across clusters of like 10, 12 Pokemon just all sitting together. The last one was the best one, and I'm a bit disappointed. It got quite late in the night, and I wasn't recording at the time, but it was like there was just like great Pokemon all in this big cluster, and it was really good to finish the night on. I think that was the last spawn that we hit, and it was really good to have right there. So they're still doing that. They're still spawning in clusters. So again, you don't really necessarily have to use your incense as much. Save those for when these events do finish, because you will. Well, I'm finding now, like, I'm only using the incense like right now to increase the amount of Pokemon that are spawning on top of 2 lures that I've got going. Sorry, bus just rocked up. But on top of that as well, whenever I drive, like if I'm driving and looking to pick up some Pokemon, I'll drop an incense down there as well. And again, another little Eevee. What's he coming in at? Come on, Eevee, join the team. Maybe I'll just do a big, massive Eevee evolution video. There we go.